Yo guys, Coach Theo here on Common Sense. What Being Ripped Taught Me About Women is the name of a video I made 5.5 years ago now, and I know, a more accurate description today would be jacked, stacked, and absolutely succulent. I mean, some people click on this video are gonna be like, what even is this? You know, is this like an angel reporting from heaven? No, it's just me, Theo. But my full name is Theodor, which means gift from God. Theo actually means God. I mean, you guys interpret this in whatever way you'd like, okay? But it is a very common question I've gotten throughout these 7 years that I've been working on my body, mind and soul, building this individual Theo here. One common question has been, how do women respond to you now that you have your new ripped body or new jacked body? Well, the point is now that you look differently, now when you look fit. And first of all, I mean, I get the question, but it's like you'd wish that someone would ask, oh, Theo, what else has changed for you throughout these years? Who did you have to become, Theo, in order to accomplish that external manifestation? This. Who did you have to become internally to manifest that physique? What values do you have? What drives you, Theo? What else? What other things have you gained in the process of building this body? One could wish, but yeah, the thing is about the women. What you have to realize is that it's not just about the body. It's never just about the body, okay? Because that's the thing. If someone just gets fit out of an extreme insecurity for women, I need to be a certain way for women. I feel like this low self-worth, low self-esteem. I feel like I'm not good enough for women. I have to punish myself with training and diet and force myself into a shape that I don't really care for any of this in this process. I just have to do all of this so that I will get the woman. Well, the thing is, the external is a manifestation of the internal, but then it's going to be the externalization of a very insecure individual, and this person, of course, they're going to look a certain way, and they're going to attract some women that are equally as insecure, okay? It's not going to be a good thing. While when you operate from a higher value, I never got into training this time around for women at all. Not a single thought about, oh, what do women want, went into building either this body or the man inside the body. Of course, I want to be a good man, a man of God, right? So, of course, I want to be good for women as well, but it's not about trying to fit whatever I think would please women on some kind of attraction level, right? That's not it at all. So it's a completely different thing when I actually operate in this way. This is the externalization of a man that tries to be the best man that he possibly can be. That's really the attractive thing. Again, some really shallow people can be drawn to the shallow surface of you, but it's going to be so different. It's so different. That's what I always tell you guys. Forget about the body, forget about the women. Remember or focus on, who do I want to be? What do I think a man should be? And then be that. Be it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it. Don't just write comments about it. Okay, be it. Be it. So no one wants to do, everyone loves to talk and pretend they're so fucking great, you know. But when it push comes to shove, how great are you really? Are you being everything that you say? You know, you talk about how women are, you complain about how women are these days, you know. Well, what are you? Are you being the good man that could inspire women to change? Are you really? Because I think that man wouldn't be such a bitch, whining about women, pointing a finger to women all the time. Before you criticize the other sex, both men and women, maybe think about if you could do a better job at representing yours. But okay, I'll actually talk about this topic as much, because I don't even think of it this way, okay? But that first video, I made it because, again, I used to be a skinny fat loser, hedonist, nihilist, hipster, anxious, depressed kind of guy, okay? I didn't have any ambition, I was in a very dark place, I didn't really see any meaning to life. Everything I ever did was just pretty much an escape from reality. I would have studied something, I would have some kind of job, but just because you had to do something, make a living somehow. Then most of my time was spent on drinking, partying, weed, hooking up with girls every once in a while. I was never very successful with it. I was never completely unsuccessful with it. And that's the thing. I call it an incel mentality. It doesn't really matter if you're a literal incel or not. When you have a certain view and a certain need to get validation from women and attention from women, that is that sort of incel mentality. But I crashed in life. I started having panic attacks. And the long story short is I came out on the other side, a transformed person already then, and I started working on myself holistically, body, mind, and soul. So I've never come at this. When I was younger, that was pretty much what I was thinking about. I want to be hot for girls. Maybe be a little cool for the guys, but mainly that. This time around, it just came from, I want to take good care of myself. I want to ensure that never happens again. And I started becoming stronger in every sense of the word, on every level, okay? So that's why, even though I'm into bodybuilding also now, just as a hobby, but that's why it's so like, it's more like I care about who I am, and I am an artist that has a certain piece of art that I work on, okay? I don't really identify with the body so much that, yeah, I do, clearly. I live in this body. But you see, it's more like it's my possession that I can acquire because of the man I am, the values I have, the morals I have, the virtues I live by, discipline, order, structure, patience, love, truth, and what's right, okay? But so, that old video, I made it. It was a random video. It was not my typical video, not even at the time when I was still finding my way. But I made the observation that I actually got some attention purely based on my looks that I never gotten before. And the example was mainly, it was a little bit like even my ex just randomly came back in the middle of the night texting me some bullshit excuse that, oh, this reminded me of you. And of course, she just wants to sleep with me. I was looking at it the next day because I wasn't up in the middle of the night because I'm not a child anymore, you know. I don't do that drinking, partying thing like that on a regular basis. It's okay to do sometime, but it shouldn't be a regular thing, okay? But I saw her text the next day. I'm like, man, I was together with this little girl. And she, of course, found something to criticize when I just chatted and was nice. And I said, oh, okay, whatever. And that's the last time I ever heard from her. I think I blocked everywhere now. But yeah, so that happened, little other things in real life. But I remember what has happened very recently when I made this video was that some random girls just reached out to me. Either just a girl I met like 10 years ago. I guess not 10 years ago then. I mean, more, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever. Because I was 27 when I recorded the video. Anyway, not too many side points. You see, someone from the past I really didn't know. They just reach out to me. And like many girls do, they reach out. Clearly they are interested. Then they expect you to show all this interest. It's like, okay, I should just be so fucking happy that you like text me that I barely know. And now I should be all interested in driving a conversation. Like, what do you want? I know what you want, but you know, be clear. Like, don't pretend that I am the one looking for something here. No, but then online, also on my Instagram, I got some girls that I didn't even know, but I could confirm were real. Just like reach out and tell me I'm hot and send nudes. And, you know, I may or may not have indulged in some back and forth there. But I've stayed away from girls. I've been a celibate for 6 years now. And it's an interesting situation that I sort of chose it because I noticed that, hey, I don't really care for this about casual sex and stuff anymore. But I didn't officially choose it until I thought I met the love of my life, this amazing girl. And things went kind of south there. We'll see what the future holds for us. But yeah, I think I would have done the same. But, you know, it's interesting. Yeah, I guess it's voluntary that I'm celibate, but I would like to be in a girl. Oh wow, Freudian slip. I would like to be in a relationship with one girl, and then, you know, create babies, make love, literally in all senses of the word. But yeah, that was something that happened, or that had clearly never happened. I could get laid and stuff, and some girls would like my look, other hipster girls and stuff, but I've never gotten that kind of attention just from my looks. And now this year, like ever since, I keep noticing, like, okay, I'm very attracted to, they are very attracted to me, women are very attracted to me. I'll say, because I don't want to make this video too long now, I actually have a client call also, but what I noticed that I talked about in that old video too is that, you know, men and women are different, but we are everything that, you know, apart from the obvious, like, oh, the genitals, you know, but all the traits in a woman, they exist in a man too, and vice versa. So we can say that women are more like this, and then men are less like this, but both can still be that. And really this about being looks-oriented, girls really are way more looks-oriented than I would have thought, than I always thought, you know, because, well, you know, pretty much that they also don't say it. Do you know what I noticed? Because about the body, do you know this? I put women because it works much better in titles. But really, do you know what being ripped, what being jacked and stacked? Do you know what it really has taught me? How much people admire you and look up to you. That there are very few people that just have a neutral stance on it. And if they think they have, it's probably just a numbing out sort of defense mechanism, you know. Because so many guys will say that, oh, I don't care, I wouldn't even want to look like you. I don't care about muscle. I just want to be strong and healthy. And I've learned enough now as a coach and having this fucking line told to me so many times, like, okay, so you'd really want to look like that, but you don't want to face the fact that you don't think that you have what it takes to get there. You realize how much work it would take, and you pretend that you're choosing this, that you know you don't even believe that you can do. And strong and healthy, how the fuck are you gonna do that without building more muscle, dummy? It's like you're lying to yourself. But in the same way, I've noticed women that have been interested in me, that I've dated or started chatting with, maybe it didn't lead to something. They're clearly very into me, but they have to make it's not because of your body though, it's because this and that. And the funny thing is that the best kind of woman, she sees what I see, that the external is a manifestation of the internal. So she won't deny that she likes my body, but she will also be aware that, yeah, it is you as a man that has manifested this body. This was the case with the only girl I've been in love with during this time, okay? But you can tell that, you know, a girl that has to make up that story, it's like, okay, you think I'm really hot, you're not quite as fit as me, you feel intimidated, you want to make up excuses. Because I notice so many girls feel intimidated by you. That's the thing. Do you know the worst part? Which is not really a word, but it's kind of funny to say, you know, that when you become too good of a man, no one is just good enough for you. Like, I love all people. I love women. I get along great with women as long as it's on like a friendly level. But most of them just are not, like, without me looking down or resenting or disliking or whatever them, they're just not good enough. And all the girls that actually are romantically interested in me, they like get triggered by how inferior they feel by me at some point. I have this happen with some men too, obviously. It's a very interesting predicament to be in. But yeah, I have noticed, like, you know, I coach an autistic girl my age, and you know, she is more honest. Like, she's childish in some ways, but high functioning. You know, she goes to university and stuff, but she's way more honest, right? And she has, I know it's not, I'm not really happy about this situation, but it's sort of, she's crushing more and more on me. I get a bit more uncomfortable with the entire, because I want to help her, right, with the entire arrangement. And she kept saying, oh, you're really well trained, like we vältränad in Swedish, really fit, more fit than anyone I've ever seen. And she's pushed it so far that now she said that I'm sexy. Don't feel great about this, but you know, that she is so honest about it, it really makes me realize, like, yeah, both men and women, so many people are in denial of how much they admire and look up to and find it really attractive. Because it's not just about the physical again. Even people that aren't really conscious to the fact, everyone realizes what it takes. This didn't happen by accident. The guy, how I used to look, that's a complete accident. That's just what I ended up when I had no plan. Skinny, fat, hipster like that, that's what you end up looking like when you don't have a plan. This is the man with a plan, manifested, okay? So it's pretty cool though. Like, especially recently, I just get a lot of positive vibes from girls. You know, I work a little bit in this gym just for fun, really. It's not my main job, but there's many students there, and so many of the young girls, you know, they're so flirty with me, and I'm like, you know, sometimes I wish I was still a more or less scumbag, but I don't really, of course. But you know, you see what impulses and thoughts, and like I saw this. So really, really hot, to be just frank, okay? Like 20-year-old girl. I love fit girls, right? And it's not just about the way they look. I think they look amazing, but it's because we share some values, right? And I'm often, being a man, whatever you think, with a little bit of a feminine core inside me here. Masculine man with a feminine core. I often drawn to very feminine-looking women with a sort of a masculine side. But yeah, she was like smiling. I was even surprised at how clearly this girl that I already spotted, because I found her very attractive, was just smiling at me, and I was smiling back, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, they're way too young for me is the point. I'm going to be 33 December. You know, I want, there's nuance. It could be right sometimes. It depends on the people, but generally, I think it's kind of messed up for the most part when people go for younger people. But if it's based on genuine love and connection, and you're even aware of this, that maybe, this is a big age gap, but you still want, okay, it's a different story. I felt I needed to say that. Let me see. No, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to, I just want you to hear me talk. Like, you see, the way I am, it's not the body. It's just as, like, I know I'm a great guy. Like, what are you going to do about it? Like, yeah, some of you are going to, that face. Oh, with that face, your body doesn't matter. Or that hair, blah, 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 blah. Come at me, you little pathetic dork. It's like, I've heard it all. You see, that's the thing. It's how just comfortable I am in my own frame, just being myself. that's the thing that's so magnetic and attractive to people. And that's what I'm not bragging about in your face. I'm inviting you. There's so much more. Don't do it for any external reason. Do it for you. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Man or woman, being fit, taking good care of yourself on a physical level, it's something you should do regardless of what anyone else thinks about it. And then the body isn't everything, but it happens a lot more. A lot more has to happen with you when you do that, okay? Yeah. The last point, to be a bit humble here at the end, I want to say is that, I'm a person, I officially have ADHD, I have the diploma and all. I think I'm kind of bipolar also. I've learned to deal with the swings better, I can control it better, but I'm a person that sometimes will just be way higher. Like right now, I'm quite in a high state, as I say, but sometimes I will be lower. And then I have way more doubt. I don't love myself as much as a moment. I don't believe in myself as much. What I have noticed is that people still find you very attractive then, both men and women, but you're sending out these signals of being unavailable, Like in the gym now, people, like girls will smile at me, guys will talk to me more. When I'm like that, it's like I feel invisible to people because I'm treating them as they're invisible. But then if I happen to speak with someone, I can see that, okay, a lot of people kind of view you the same way. However, that when I am in that state, it could be active, I feel like I need some attention from women. That I enjoy it now, but I don't get nothing. I'm not trying to get that in any way. But I feel that old need from my old wounds, mother wound, okay? That's where it comes from most of the time. Lack of love from the feminine, and the first feminine was the mother, right? And then I notice if I ever sort of approach a girl, and there's even like this slightest sense that I'd like something from you, I'd like just to get acknowledged or get your phone number or something, I'm not attractive anymore. You see what I mean? Yeah, the body is still a thing, even then, but clearly, the body is not all that it is about. So like and comment, guys. I was shorter. I've tried to. There are half an hour on my last videos, but like and comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Come at me. Tell me. Try to put me down. I dare you. I dare you. Show how much you hate yourself by trying to hate on me, okay? I do holistic bodybuilding coaching, jacked and stacked, mentally, physically, spiritually, work on ourselves, body, mind, and soul, becoming that man or woman, a few women I work with, that externalizes a beautiful physique as a representation of the beautiful person that they are, okay? So if you're interested, you can send me a DM on Instagram or email me. It's in the description below. I'll get back to you with my different programs and offers. Pick up my training book. That one is more focused on the training side, but still internal, all the internal mindset, philosophy stuff that you need in order to become a self-reliant, jacked and stacked individual. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fast losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It is a mindset, guys. Forget about women. Forget about the body. Become the man. Become the person. Become the woman if you're a woman. Okay, peace.